Hey guys, so in today's video, I'm gonna try to explain what you need to do if you want to solo the Colossus of Memnon and what you need to have in order to be prepared for this. I have to say though, I was far from prepared, and that's why you're gonna see that this fight was very scuffed. I was like, I didn't even know I was going to be able to make it, quote unquote. And I say this because even though I managed to prove to myself that soloing this boss is possible, technically it wasn't really what happened, and I'll explain that in a little bit. Before, just to get this out of the way, you gotta make sure, and this, this goes for every build, if you want to go solo, or if you don't, really not counting on the healer or the type of content you want to do. What I used here is a great sword with life stealing and trencher recovery. I think trencher recovery might be the best perk for soloing with a great sword, because there's a specific perk with the great sword that once you hit a heavy attack, you enter onslaught stance, and once you enter that stance, what happens is you're gonna do more damage, take more damage, and your heavy attacks are gonna be much faster. Right? The great thing about this is you're gonna be able to life steal so much faster. So you're gonna end up in a virtuous cycle of life stealing. Of course, you're gonna be taking a lot of damage, and that's actually kind of dangerous. So you wanna make sure you manage that by swapping weapons constantly, or using the Defiant Stance tree abilities to take you out of that onslaught stance. In case you're like, uh-oh, I'm just like taking too much damage, that's when you gotta switch it up. Or maybe you know that the mob is going to like hit you with a heavy charged attack, so you're like, okay, I don't want to be on onslaught stance for this, so you gotta be careful. So yeah, and what I mean by technically soloing is because I managed to kill all the ads, I killed all the mages, and it was only me and the Colossus at the end. And once you take down the Colossus, you know it's just a matter of time until you win the fight. The Colossus has like this attack that's like take you down a little bit, and at first it might be a little bit confusing. Like, he's gonna charge at you, but then he's gonna have a little stop, and then do it like an upward swing or something. So you gotta be careful with that, because it's not like the brute where he's just like running towards you and then with no pause pushes you back. In this case with the Colossus, he's just a little bit different in that he will get you off guard if you're thinking you're fighting a brute. So yeah, so that might be like this deadly combo where he will knock you down, and then you fall into an arcane pool by the mage. That's just not gonna be fun. Yeah, you also want to be careful with the slow the mages apply. That's dangerous for obvious reasons, and that's why I think that bringing the blunderbuss made such a difference to the fight, because I didn't have to rely purely on my speed, on my running speed. If I was like running slow, I was like, okay, I'm gonna use the claw shot, I'm gonna use the mad shot for that. So, and for that reason, actually, it just occurred to me that having keen speed on any weapon, or if even better on the two weapons, might be the best thing over here. And who knows, this actually might be one of the best perks to have on the weapon for sure. You're gonna see that I'm fighting the boss, it's going well, I know I'm gonna win, but then a bunch of people show up and they just help me finish the boss, which in normal circumstances is not a problem. It's actually pretty good. You want people to help, but in the case that of the point that I was trying to make, it was a little bit frustrating, I'm not gonna lie. But, you know, it is what it is. It's an MMO. So, you know, just to wrap up, soloing areas in Brimstone Sands might actually be possible, but you're gonna have to have, you know, good lifesteal. You're gonna have to have skills that will weaken your enemies, and also a lot of mobility as well, so you get out of tricky situations. I think having freedom on my set was also pretty good. You know, sometimes it's just that hard to escape the stuns. There's a lot to manage. Well, that's it for this video. I hope this helps. If you have any questions about, you know, the boss itself or anything really in the game, feel free to drop a comment. I'll be glad to help. Have fun at the game. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more New World stuff. And thanks for watching.